Well, I've had many meetings with a lot of the big bosses of the cinema. So I've had conversations with them, with Mega World, with Robinsons, with SM. And from my last conversations with them, they said about 80% will be open for Christmas. I think right now we're at about 50 to 60. So 80% by Christmas, that could even be more. Especially now that there's that EO from the president about the mask being voluntary. So, but we're seeing it now. You know what gives me hope? Is that I see arenas and concerts just all over the place. I mean, you see 15, 20,000 people enjoying these concerts, and I'm sure you guys have seen it on social media. It's back talaga. I mean, I think right now, with the 8 quality entries that you're gonna get for the Metro Manila Film Festival, I really believe the Filipino will come back and have something called revenge cinema. I guess they're just waiting for MMFF, because besides 8 quality films, this is actually a tradition. This is a family tradition. I mean, we all know this. I mean, it's why it is an honor to be part of this Metro Manila Film Festival. And thankfully, I've been able to experience it in 2017 with Jargao, and then we did Mary Mary Me, then we did Sunod, and then we had the pandemic, and then now it's back. So I really feel just like I see the airports full, I see our resorts and our travel destinations full, I see our malls full, I see the arena concerts full. I really believe December 20th, we're gonna see lines and lines of people coming back to the cinema. And I think it's gonna just signify the start of the new cinema, right, moving forward. And I think that's gonna be great news to all the producers, great news to all, of course, the movie-going audience, and hopefully arts in general. I really believe it's back. If you ask me, I've been going to the cinema, and there are people. So I think maybe the Filipinos, I feel they're just saving their money for MMFF.
So producer at the same time.
Thank you for your question. Yeah, if I can make kwento ng konti about how my teacher started. This is really the concept of my wife, si Toni. As you all know, she also heads her own studio called Tin Can. Diba? So parang, during the pandemic, diba, nasa bahay lang tayo, so we were just being creative lang. And then she also told me na parang she hasn't really seen a film that portrayed our teachers. So she wanted to also make this an advocacy to our teachers who are very underrated. Sila talagang, if ever one of our heroes growing up, they're the ones who give us our education, they're the ones who sacrifice so much to teach us. So she said, maybe we can shed some light and write a story about the teachers. And she wanted to play a teacher. I know some of her inspirations was yung movie The Intern, Blindside, yan ang mga parang pegs niya dito. So we talked about it, and I told her, look, Tin, if you want and you feel passionate about this idea, why don't you start writing it? Actually, siya nagbuo ng concept. Siya nagsulat ng story. As you all know, Toni loves to write. So she wrote this, and then eventually we got a team involved. And we started writing it, script. And of course, the next question was, after we finalized the concept, we wanted to do something a little bit also unique. So we also started studying, and marami dyan, kung i-google nyo, maraming mga senior na pabalik sa high school. I believe din sa show niya, Toni Talks, at Toni, nag-feature siya ng mga hindi pa natapos ang high school. Because it's never too late naman, it's never too late, diba? So she wanted to say, parang, whatever you start, also make sure you finish. So parang we were reading all these inspirational stories about these senior citizens going back to high school. And that's where I kind of came in. I said, that's actually very nice, because when you have, in this case, the character of Joy De Leon going back to high school, you have now parang the old school meets the new school. So yan ang mga unique kwento dito sa My Teacher. An example would be, diba, yung mga old school, diba, mahilig sila magsulat, diba, mahilig sa magbasa, or they like to sing, diba? Yung mga new school na yan, puro text, message, email, TikTok, diba? So may konting yan. When you see the movie, you will also sana introduce to a new generation that, the old school ways of doing things.